Yeah, with the players we had out and whatnot, and against a good team. I mean, it is kind of the match maybe I a little bit expected. I mean, I think we came out and had energy and the effort and kind of that feistiness that a rivalry game would have. We just kind of didn't have that final piece to the puzzle. I mean, we relied on a lot of people to play some heavy minutes, just with lack of some subs and some just people out. So, yeah, I mean, they're a good team. So, credit to them. They do what they do, and they do it really well. And, yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, I mean, the 2 goals we gave up were not them and kind of more or less the run of play. It was kind of, again, our mistakes that kind of bit us in the butt a little bit. So,
it seemed like in the first half, you were able to control the ball for large chunks of time and do some things you wanted to do, just couldn't really get anything around the net.
Yeah, and we didn't really create a lot of chances today, which was tough. I mean, not enough corners, not enough kind of that. They're not a bad defensive team. They're a really good attacking team, right? So I think maybe in the first half too, with them having that advantage of the wind, we played a bit more defensive than I would have liked. That kind of didn't allow us to really get a ton going forward. I mean, yeah, it's just. Depth was tough. Not having some players that definitely I think would have helped us. But again, it's life. It goes on. You got to figure it out. And I think for the most part, figured it out again. A free kick that we shouldn't have given up, and then another individual mistake trying to build out of the back. So.
Do you feel good about? I mean, you don't want to give up goals, but certainly to give up one on a set piece as opposed to in play in the first half. Especially with them going downwind. That's got to feel like a bit of a win, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I hate giving up goals no matter what, right? I mean, it's not fun to give up goals, but yeah, I mean, I guess not giving up really one in the run of play or them creating the opportunity more or less, was, I guess, a win in itself a little bit, but I mean, still giving up goals is not fun, so.
How do you figure out what to get going in the second half in order for them to get over whatever this sort of hump is at the moment?
Yeah, I told them, I made the analogy, right? We're in a pothole on the road, the journey in the road, right? We somehow got to figure out, climbing out of that and kind of hiking up the hill, right? We have 6 games left, and we're a good enough team and we should be winning games, and that's what's tough, right? We have to be able to find ways to do it and eliminate the mistakes and the errors because we're good enough to do that. So I think it's, again, trying to instill that confidence and continue to get them to kind of keep going and keep putting in the work. 6 games guaranteed. We're fighting right now, right? We got to get some wins on the board.
How do you feel like your first game in this rivalry went?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, right? It's cool to have that kind of rivalry at this level. I mean, it was a fun, battle, and kind of the week leading in was fun to just prepare, and you kind of put that extra energy and effort, especially with only one game on the weekend. So yeah, it was a good kind of, it's a good battle. They're a good team, right? And I mean, I would have loved to come out with a different result. I mean, but yeah, it's all part of it, right? And we just move forward.